What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. If you guys haven't seen the last vlog, make sure to go check it out. We officially have sold the Widebody M4. Guys, a female bought it. I don't think I mentioned in the last video, but yeah, a girl bought it, and I just wanted to tell you guys, I think that's pretty dope. That's the last thing I expected to happen. I had so many like fanboys who love the car. So many dudes are like, yo, it's the sickest thing I've ever seen, blah, blah, blah. And I thought a guy was gonna buy it. So it just came out of nowhere. A girl messaged us and we made the deal happen. Actually, a lady, I don't wanna say a girl, a woman messaged us and we made the deal happen. So I think that's just super dope, and I'm so happy where the car went. It went to a good home, so I can like rest easy knowing she's in good hands. I hope the new owner's enjoying it. So if you're seeing this, I hope you've been enjoying the car, because that thing's nothing short of amazing. But anyways, that's not what this video is about, guys. I'm sure as you guys just saw the previous B-roll, we picked up an E92 M3. Guys, it's finally time to start building an E92 M3. I guess we're a little late to the game. Well, let me kind of like give you guys a quick little backstory. My first BMW actually was an E92 328i. This was like back in the day when I first kind of got into cars, and at the time I had no idea what an M was. So after owning the E92 328 for a while, I kind of started looking at little things to do. I think I got like a little spoiler at the time. I plastic dipped my rims, like just all like the beginner basic AutoZone mods. And over time, I started to kind of develop a huge liking and love for BMW, and kind of just started to look at other models and what they had to offer. And at the time, the M of the time was the E92 M3. And man, when I looked up videos to see kind of what that car was about and how it sounded and how it drove and stuff, oh my god, I was so like, I have to have that. That's my absolute next car. But it's been years and years since that's been. I'm not a dinosaur, but it's been a minute. And I never got one. Wait, actually I did pick up an E93 M3, but you know that doesn't count, guys. Like the E92 M3 is like just a completely different animal. The E93 was an amazing car, but I literally had it for like less than 3 months. I picked it up, I got it, and I sold it, and I got a truck. Like, yeah, it was just like literally in and out. At the time I had other cars. I had the new Super, a Mercedes GTS, I had the F82 M4. Like, I was going through a lot of cars, and I was like, you know what, let's pick one up. And I'm sure you guys know, if you guys are in the E9X M market, the E93s always tend to be cheaper. So I was like, yo, this is a steal. I can have an E9X M3. I've always wanted one. But yeah, I got it. It didn't fulfill my I don't know, my childhood dreams of owning an E92 M3, and it just wasn't it, so I got rid of it. But anyways, fast forward years later to current, I was like, I think it'd be perfect time to pick one up and build one. There's obviously been plenty and plenty and plenty of E92 M3 builds built already. So I know coming into this market, into this space, it's been done very, very well. So I could only look up to those builds for inspiration to kind of give us some insight on how we're going to do things with our build. Now I have some big plans for the car, but I don't think we're going to tackle the big plans just yet. We're going to go through a couple versions before we hit that mark. So I'm sure, as you guys know, with all our builds, we tend to kind of like go version 1, little aero kits and wheels, version 2, maybe we'll do a little wrap, and then version 3, version 4, we're kind of like exploring the wide body route. I'll explain what I have in mind in another video, and we can kind of go back and forth in the comments to see what you guys think. Yeah, anyways, we picked up an E92 M3, new to us, a 2011 E92 M3, very great condition, decent miles, not super high. I want it to be under 100k miles for sure. I know with these cars, there's a few things to look out for: rod bearings, throttle actuators, and a couple other preventative maintenance things. Unfortunately, those mods are not done, or those maintenance things are not done. So we're going to take care of those very soon. You guys will see me taking care of those, and I'll kind of share my opinion back and forth with you guys on how that was and how much it was and stuff like that. So I still think the the E9X market is very relevant in 2025. Like, even though the car is much older, it is so timeless. The design, the way it drives, the way it sounds. I mean, come on. Let me just give you guys 3 reasons why I picked up this car. 1, the way it sounds. 2, the way it sounds. And 3, it's just an amazing machine. And honestly, I think BMW knocked it out of the park, and this is one of their best M models, if not their best M model. But I think it's just one of their last true driver's cars. Like, I've had this car for about a week now, and just driving it feels so raw. Like, it almost feels like, I don't want to say uncomfortable, but I just feel everything. But I could only imagine when we add an exhaust, when we add proper suspension, when we add wheels, just how great it's going to feel. I'm just going to really feel the road, and I think like that's a good thing, because like I've only had newer M models for the last years and years, and they've always just felt so smooth, and I was just like, this is like too comfy for an M. So yeah, guys, that's just kind of my little backstory. I'm super hyped for what's to come for this car. Now, this is not a replacement for the G82 M4 because that car, finding a replacement for that car is going to be hard. So this is just kind of an in-between build before we figure out what we're going to do next. There's a couple cars I do have in mind, but I know for the 2026 launch, they're going to be changing some big things. So I think we're going to wait until then before we get the actual G82 M4 replacement. But in the time being, I was like, let's pick up an E92 M3. Let's build it. This is the glorious S65 V8. This thing is going to be so fun. It sounds so sick. I'm going to do my best to showcase and share everything with you guys on the channel as well. Enough of me talking. I'm going to hop out and give you guys a quick walk around, just kind of briefly talk about the car, show you guys the interior, and then I will catch up with you guys in the next video. So yeah, let's do it.
All right, guys, so starting off with the interior, as you can see, it's black on black. We have no accent color yet. We have a lot of interior mods that are coming soon. As you guys saw on the G82 M4, we went balls out on the interior. So this is only the beginning. It feels like, it just feels stock in here, I guess it's the only way I can say. So we're gonna change a lot of things out. I'll talk about that in another video, but the interior is very clean for a 2011 model. We have the carbon cloth. Steering wheel's in really good condition. Usually the steering wheels are beat up by now, but excellent condition. Rear seats are good. It has this normal wear and tear like on the seats and stuff like that, but the center console, everything is super clean. Honestly, it's like beyond immaculate inside here. So finding an E92 M3 with clean interior stock was very, very hard. So yeah, I haven't mentioned it, guys, but this car is absolutely stock. It's never been modded in its entire existence. So that was another big thing I was looking for. I wanted to find an E92 M3 that had never been modded. So this one just literally checked off all the boxes. Only little thing I've noticed inside the interior is that the roof liner is like kind of it's kind of hanging a little bit, sagging a bit, but I'm not worried because we plan to do stars in the ceiling eventually. So at the time, I'm probably gonna change all this out to Alcantara. One big thing I did notice is that the interior in here is so much smaller and tighter compared to the M4. This car is just much smaller overall, so it's kind of been an adjustment getting used to that. But for 2011, this car aged very well. Like, it still has all the things I need. I still have navigation, I still have Bluetooth, I do have a CD player. Like, I don't know when's the last time I had a CD player in a car, but I think that's pretty cool. So I can bring out my CDs from like when I was a kid and probably listen to them. But everything's good. The car has all its maintenance records. It's been maintained very well. It's just been city driven. So it was just kind of a commuter from work to work. It was never like kind of track purposed or modded purposed. So I just kind of really checked off all those boxes. And one thing I really do like about the interior is just like the simplicity about it. I love that it's analog. I love that there's buttons everywhere. Like, there's not too much touch going on. Actually, there's no touch screen going on. Everything is just buttons. So I don't know. It kind of feels cool to have that again. Like, I'm kind of feel like I'm back into where I started, but just now in an M3. So of course, you already know DCT that the E9Xs are known for are these funky cup holders. So we got 2 of them, but as you guys saw, they're pretty smooth, right? Initial click, they come right out. So if you guys have seen some E9Xs, these things are so like greasy and old that when you click them, they don't even come out. They kind of stop like around there, but they actually do come all the way out. But everything works. Everything's in great condition. There's so many things I want to upgrade in the interior just to really bring it to life. Like, I've been having the itch just to go crazy, but I told myself I'm gonna remain calm and not just go bananas. I'm gonna do my best to film everything for you guys so you guys can follow the journey and enjoy it with me as well. Enjoy it with us. Myself, my company, Eterna Motorworks, we have a lot of cool things we're gonna be doing, and it's really exciting, guys. Like, I know like a lot of you are probably like, dang, he's gonna sell the M4 and just jump into something crazy sick right away. We are eventually, but just that perfect, that right car that makes sense for us is just, we can't find it. Market's crap right now, and even the market for these cars wasn't the best, but it was okay. So I think this was the best thing to do, is to pick up an in-between build, which is the beautiful E92 M3, and it's really just checking off all the boxes. But anyways, enough of the interior, nothing too crazy going on here. Let's hop out to the exterior so I can show you guys. All right, so here she is, guys. Our new beautiful E92 M3 in Alpine White. Let's do a quick little walk around for you guys. Super clean. It's really sunny out here right now. This car's been well kept since 2011. It has no accidents on it. It's LCI, so that was another big thing. I was either picking between 2011 to 2013, and that was like that was a non-negotiable. I wanted to make sure it was LCI. I do wish it was competition, so I have the comp wheels, but we're gonna change the wheels out. I do watch Wheels competition, so we had the EDC and all that, but we're gonna change the suspension out, so it doesn't even matter. There are a few things that do need some TLC and stuff like that that I'm gonna be noting in the next vlog for you guys, so you guys will see that. I couldn't be more happier with this car. She drives amazing. She looks good. Surprisingly, for it being completely stock, we've gotten a few looks already, but I just cannot wait to see where we take this car, and definitely got to get an exhaust soon. We got the little spoiler on here that came on here. We're gonna be changing out with some of our stuff. Carbon roof. Oh yeah, we have a carbon roof. There's no sunroof, so we did get carbon roof. So we got a good stuff. We got all the good stuff. We got carbon roof. We got the navigation screen inside. I'm not worried about the wheels. We're gonna get new wheels anyway. One thing I'm just not a fan of is the headlights. So we're gonna change those out soon. There's a lot of chrome going on around the car. Luckily we got the shadow line trim, so everything is blacked out already. But like the chrome grills, side vents, the chrome grills on the front, we're definitely gonna change those out soon. So isn't it crazy to think that this car has never been modded, especially in E92 M3? At bare minimum, I've seen some online like where they're saying I'm only the lowering spring. So even at that was still passable for me. I wasn't gonna trip on that. But this car has literally never been modified. So as you guys can see right here too, they did have a full front, well, half front end PPF. So we're probably gonna be taking this off in the next video because it looks ugly. The paint's actually pretty in decent condition, but this PPF is really yellow and it has like a nasty line. I don't know if you guys can see it. Hopefully right there, it's really sunny. But yeah, it looks ugly. So in the next vlog, which is gonna be going up very shortly, we're gonna be taking that off. We're gonna be going over a few things that we need to change out that I'll be talking to you guys about. And yeah, she's just gonna get a little TLC. We'll probably do a full checkup on her at a shop very soon, so we can kind of see what exactly, what else needs to be replaced, because I know there's some things that need to be changed. We're gonna take a look underneath, make sure everything's good, which it is. We've seen pictures and stuff like that, so everything's checked out. But stuff like this, like I wanna take all this off, all this old PPF, it just looks funky. We got some on the mirror caps. The roof probably needs to be redone as well too. It's a little faded. Eventually, we do wanna get the front bumper resprayed so we can delete the reflectors and kind of do the Euro style. So we have front bumpers for this, but I want to kind of try to keep everything as OEM as possible while upgrading it with aftermarket stuff. So I'm thinking just to take those out, we'll fill them in and respray everything. That's kind of just my plan right now. I've had like a million ideas flowing through my head on what we're gonna do and what we should do. And like I said, I'm just doing my best to remain calm because like I'm ready just to go bananas on it. Like honestly, if I didn't have the patience that I have now, this thing would be Liberty walked, wide body tomorrow, 3-piece custom wheels, full air suspension, roll cage, carbon bucket seats, upgraded steering wheel. Like I mean, like supercharged, all those good things. But like eventually those things are gonna come after time because I just kind of want to take my time and enjoy the process. But these wheels, for not being comp wheels, aren't that bad. I've seen worse. They're decent. I wish they were at least black for the time being. So I'm not a fan of like silver wheels. Like that's just not my thing. So silver on white, it's just personally for me, it's just, I don't know, I just don't like it. So comment down below if you guys like this kind of colorway. Surprisingly, these wheels do look good once you lower the car and add spaces to kind of fill in those gaps. Doesn't look too bad. Not to say we're gonna do it, but I just think it looks decent. So that's gonna end it for the official first video of our E92 M3. Again, comment down below what are your guys' thoughts. I'm pretty anxious to see what you guys think. Some of my friends that I've talked to, they're like, yo, that's sick, I'm super hyped, like that was a good choice you guys did. Some people are like, yo, you should just went crazy, and like why'd you even get that? You should just got like a GT3 and just called it a day. I think there's just kind of some nostalgia behind it that I needed to or wanted to fulfill, and the E92 M3 is just timeless. Like I'm honestly thinking, like with the build that I do have in mind for this car, I think it's gonna be a car that just stays in our collection forever. So maybe one day I'll pass it on to my kids and stuff like that. So I really want to baby this car. I babied the crap out of the M4, and I did absolutely my best. My company, everyone who was involved, like we did our absolute best to make sure that car was pristine and everything was attention to detail. But anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next video. In the next video, I plan to take off that front PPF. Actually, all existing front PPF. It just looks funky. It's yellow. It's so scratched up. The spoiler that the car did come with, I'm gonna take it off. I'm gonna kind of just talk to you guys about the plans that we have for the carbon roof, because that does need to get redone. Kind of go over a few other things that needs to be touched up before we actually start the modding process. But I'll just leave this with you guys before the video ends. We do have mods on the way. So we already have a lot of partnerships on board with this car. So it's gonna be a fun V1, a fun version 1. It's gonna be very exciting. It's gonna sound really good, I'll just say that. Fitment, suspension, handling, everything's gonna sound really good. So I'm super excited. But anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next vlog. Peace out.